Right, I want to get this squared away, actually. Right, let's get it fucking sorted out. So, dead simple. I put a Facebook status on Friday. Yeah, it was Friday. Put a Facebook status on Friday, right? Made a bit of a cock and balls of it. In fact, to be honest, I made a tumultuous screw up of it because I'm a bit of a knob. Top and bottom of it is in the gym, lifting with a female. And I've done chest 2 days running, and we overloaded tries a little bit as well. Plus I've done biceps 2 days running as well. Don't ask, I'm stupid. Anyway, as I was doing triceps, I looked at it, I thought, fatigue to the max, so let's just settle the weight down a little bit. So I moved the weight down to 10 kilos, and we were doing single arms on the cables, and I was just, just working it and just really finishing that muscle group off. Anyway, I'd noticed these two lads having a quite sneaky look for some time, actually, at the girl I was training with, and they came on the machine next to us, no issue with that, fine. And then they looked at what I was putting on the machine, and it was the same as them. And one sneakily said something to the other started giggling, and then they deliberately put the weight up a couple of plates. And then they were sort of glancing at me out the corner of their eye, and I thought, you know what? I just can't be bothered with you two. Anyway, prats, let them get on with it, not interested. And then they tried to move the weight, and they couldn't. So they moved it down one little plate, and they still couldn't move it. So they moved it down to the same as me, and they still couldn't move it. And they kept moving it down, and you could see them getting a little bit, has he clicked what we're doing? Oh my God. Anyway, I finished my set on my left and my right arm, and she went back on. And she just put it to her weight and started doing it. And they continued experimenting until they found a weight they could do it. Now, she was out lifting them by nearly 3 times. In fact, it was by 3 times. She was lifting 3 times more than they were, which was very amusing. And when they realised that she was just banging out reps 3 times the weight that they were doing, they sort of got really embarrassed, went a little bit furtive and a little bit weird, and scurried out the door. At which point, I was sort of like cracking up laughing. I put a status about this, and it came across as though I was being really arrogant about what I was lifting, and it's not. I'm not the biggest lifter in the gym, and I don't profess to be. I don't care what someone else is lifting. I'm really not bothered. Obviously, them lads do. And the fact that they paid too much attention to what other people were lifting, and then ended up trying to beat them, and ended up really, really low. 1.25 kilo, really. Anyway, not the point. It doesn't matter what people lift, it doesn't matter what they do, but my status came across really arrogant, so I want to put the record right now. Let's get this squared away. I didn't intend for that status to come across arrogant or arsey, or to be taking the piss out of two lads who are just trying to work out. It was the way that they did it, and the way that they deliberately tried to outlift somebody and then ended up lifting like a hell of a lot less. And the status was also about the girl I was training with actually lifting quite awesome weight. To be fair, for a female, what she was lifting at that point in the day's sort of progress was awesome. So that was the point. It was the embarrassment factor for the two lads of what they'd started to do and what they ended up doing, and then scurrying out the door before they'd finished because they realised they'd just been owned. That's what the status was about. Needed to put the record straight. I'm the least arrogant and least egotistical person I know, I think. So, needed to square that away. I feel better for that now. And you're probably bored rigid by this story, but I don't care. Have fun. Why do I keep licking my tongue out? Like a fucking lizard or something.